You're now locked into the Lakers Land podcast with your host, Seven Mitchell.
But what I wanted to do real quick is talk about our head coach. He's going into his sophomore year as a head coach. I'm talking about JJ Redick. It's about time we focus on him. With less than 30 days away from the regular season opening night versus the Golden State Warriors, I am definitely excited and hyped about that. What do y'all think about JJ Redick? After his rookie campaign, if you guys had to give him some type of report card, what grade would you be giving JJ Redick after we seen what happened in the up and down regular season, what we saw and witnessed in the postseason, even his attitude and behavior once the Lakers were eliminated? What are your honest thoughts and opinions on Coach JJ Redick? That's what I want to definitely talk about this evening for starters. And if you can see behind me, I got another brand new canvas. Shout out to the Drip Show, first of all, for the canvas that they sent on Friday. You'll see the new joint with Luca, LeBron, and Kobe. Just fire, but they doubled up. They doubled up for Lakers land. If y'all see behind me, they sent me another one that came today. I didn't even open it. I'm going to open it while we're live on this stream so we can see what the exclusive is. Drip Show told me that they only did 23 of these canvases. So this is an exclusive. I can't wait to check it out in a couple minutes. But getting back to Coach JJ Redick, what are y'all thoughts and opinions on JJ? There's a lot that you can break down when you talk about Coach JJ Redick going into his second year. I don't know if we've had a history of sophomore slumps from the coaches. You know how with the rookies, it seemed like you have that sophomore slump in the second year that is pretty typical and normal when it comes to the players. But when it comes to the coaches, I'm thinking objectively, coaches could only get better. You don't really have a slump. You can't control the wins and losses, but as far as being able to adjust and the things that you really wasn't locked in on in your first campaign, I'm thinking that second year for coaches only could get better. So I'm wondering, where should we stand and gauge Coach JJ Redick with less than 30 days before opening night? One of the things I wanted to talk about with JJ Redick specifically is lineup optimization. I feel like lineup optimization, y'all, is going to be pivotal for the Lakers' success because last year we saw JJ Redick at times throw all types of lineups and units out there that really didn't make sense. So understanding the personnel is going to be very pivotal for the success of the Lakers. And for those who don't know, lineup optimization pretty much is like the advanced basketball principle of like constructing five-man units that are maximize the rating efficiency by balancing the skill sets, also, versatility and matchup added, just being able to adapt. It's not so much about putting the best five players on the court. It's about finding the best five in that right context. And this is exactly why me personally, I'm putting JJ Redick on the hot seat. Not to lose his job or anything like that. It's too early to make that type of noise. But I'm not giving JJ a pass uh, anymore when it comes to certain things. It's trial and error in your first year, but I need to see improvement when we talking about how he's constructing and adjusting, readjusting with these lineups. Don't let the 50 and 32 record fool y'all from last season. Please don't. Much due respect to the Lakers, much due respect to JJ Redick, but the numbers look clean. But when it comes down to optimizing these lineups, especially what we saw in the playoffs versus the Timberwolves, JJ flat out got exposed. There's really no other way to spin it or kind of get around it. You don't run regular season motion heavy systems, brag about spacing and analytics and stuff like that, then watch your whole second unit rotation just fall flat when the game slows down in April and in May. Like that's malpractice for a coach. I'm giving him a little bit of grace because again, this was his rookie season. But I have to see immediate improvement from JJ Redick when we're talking about lineup optimization, putting these guys in, a place in a position to be successful. That's just the bottom line. We've watched Coach JJ Redick preach all this off-ball gravity and shot value, but when the possession demanded, staggered rotations and cross matching, JJ froze. It was real Darvin Ham-esque kind of like in that second half of the season. Then to go 1-4 in the playoffs, we just didn't, and then we didn't, and none of the players really helped when we played the Timberwolves. That's not about analytics. That's about reality. You can't have a +9 differential over 500 in the regular season and then turn around and get bounced because you didn't adjust substitution patterns the right way or know how to counter high usage mismatches. The lineup optimization for JJ Redick, I'm on him from game one. To me, it's going to truly define whether JJ Redick is a real legitimate head coach, or is he like if this was just a novelty hire catered by LeBron James? Is JJ Redick going to be able to somewhat manipulate LeBron and Luka's minutes while, still maintaining that space and equity? Because he got a lot of new faces on this team. JJ Redick is going to have to find a way to weaponize these role players by slotting them into all types of proper usage tiers instead of just forcing them into redundant actions. It just doesn't make sense. There's a lot to really unpack with JJ Redick. And I know again that there's a learning curve for everyone, players and coaches included, especially since JJ Redick didn't have any coaching experience. But what we witnessed last season, some of the things that, really we fell short on, JJ has to make the improvements. I'm not saying he's going to turn into a Hall of Fame coach in 1 year. But JJ has to learn how to make adjustments. He needs to understand the personnel, and he needs to get these lineups together, bro. Either JJ learns how to manipulate 5-man lineups like a seasoned tactician coach, or the hot seat is going to be real. I don't believe anybody right now is super safe now that we got new ownership and Mark Walters. The only one that I believe should feel comfortable might be Luka. We know Genie is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Rob Pelinka damn near is on the hot seat. LeBron is on his way out. Realistically, JJ Redick, I don't see him being an untouchable. I'm not saying fire JJ Redick. I'm not saying he's not a decent coach at all. But he is somebody that I've always wondered how it would work with the Lakers post LeBron. That's when we would really figure out if the Lakers brought him in because they believed in his ability, or if this was just a whole thing, catered and quarterback by LeBron James. But, at times I do like JJ Redick's philosophy. I do feel like he coaches outside the box, very analytics heavy. I don't get mad at the numbers, so to speak, all the time. I just feel like the eye test means just as much as statistics. When you look at the strengths and the weaknesses for JJ Redick, I believe JJ is an elite communicator. I give props to JJ Redick for his communication. No doubt about that. What other strength would you say JJ Redick actually has? His communication, I think, is decent. I think for the most part, and I mean, you have to credit the superstars of the team, but he's a decent culture builder. I don't like what they did with Dalton Connect, to be honest. But I like the culture of the Lakers. I think that JJ is very detail oriented. I think that's a strength from him, and just this modern offensive philosophy. Like I said, being outside the box to me, that's always a plus. But JJ weaknesses they stand out so much. Outside of him not having a prior coaching record, um, the defensive schemes that we've seen him with the Lakers is still a work in progress. The rotational communication, it totally broke down in the playoffs. So I'm hoping guys like Marcus Smart, Adu Thero, if he gets an opportunity, Jared Vanderbilt, if he's able to stay healthy, Gabe Vincent, I hope some of these guys who were looking to have some defensive identity, systematically help the schemes that JJ Redditt is trying to find um, a way to put together. But, I'm in it for the long haul at the end of the day. But, JJ Reddick, I'm not giving him a total pass and just letting him walk clearly and freely because it's only his second season. The Lakers can't afford that. Shout out to my boy, the Drip Show in the building. We about to do our exclusive opening. His timing is great. Shout out to the Drip Show. We just got our delivery for our exclusive canvas. This is, I believe Drip Show told me this was only 23 of these actually made. So I am very excited to open this up and see what we got to hang on the wall. This one right here is just so fire. Shout out again to Drip Show. I will have his information in the description so you guys can make your purchases. He got a lot of dope products, not only just Lakers. He got a lot of different things going. So make sure y'all show support. But let's see the exclusive canvas that Drip Show sent me that we received this morning. Bruh, shout out to the Drip Show. Boy, number 15. This is 15 out of 23. He made 23 of these total. I got number 15. Oh, bro, this is so fire. You see LeBron championship? 2G, I see you. Don't be no hater, 2G. Don't be no hater. You see the GOAT? You see it. Oh, this is fire. Hey, Drip Show, you know they hate LeBron in Lakers land. For me to run a Lakers platform, I got so many people who hate LeBron. They are going to be so mad the way I just highlight this every day, all day. They going to be disgusted. And we might as well answer the bell.
Yes, sir.
Legendary 2G says, can the bubble chip weigh up against any Lakers championship? What's your thoughts?
All them ones in them George Mikan rings, get them the fuck out.
All the Minnesota Lakers. What you got to say about that, 2G? All them Minneapolis Lakers championships, throw them shits out the window.
Get them shits out of here.
Get them out of here. We replacing it with the bubble. We replacing it with the Mickey Mouse ring. What you talk about?
I'm about to say, other than that, though, because Kareem and Magic won. They held it down. Then you go to Kobe and Shaq. You know they don't compare to them. Well, I mean,
hold up, yo. I'm not gonna let you see. I like how I can respect you.
I had to
because
think
even in your disrespect, you try to find some objectivity. So I appreciate that.
But
I'm wondering,
the runs was good, but the competition for Kobe and Shaq, like the Nets, compared to the Heat, it's
who did Kobe and Shaq have to face in the final round? The Pacers, the Nets,
and AI
and Philly.
So it's
And
Yeah.
and Mike had and LeBron had what, Jimmy in them.
Yeah. So it's tough. I lean Kobe, but
What about the Showtime Lakers? What
I
was
don't.
the 2020 run better than any of Magic in them chips?
Uh, what they
Showtime
won
was the
80. They
epitome.
won 83, 87. What years did they win? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I don't think so, cause I would say the Bird Magic rivalry was carrying heavily. So that Boston Celtics Laker rivalry will trump anything that we did. Well, especially that bubble run. I feel like a lot of people discredit us too because Bam was hurt, Dragons was hurt, but I don't think that really matters in the grand scheme of things. They would have lost anyway. If Danny Green would have hit that shot in Game 5, we would have won in Game 5.
That championship that Kobe and them won in 2009 versus Orlando.
You think that's better? You think the bubble better than that one?
Bubble was better than that one. When they beat Boston was the real deal.
Yeah.
That second one, the repeat. But that first one, I'm putting that over. I'm putting that run over the Lakers run.
That's probably the
2G,
only. It's probably the only one
2009.
I could see an argument for. You got Dwight, Shard Lewis, Hito Turkoglu. That team not bad. I'd take that team. I'd take that team over Jimmy team.
But you know they wasn't even supposed to beat. Well, see, Miami wasn't supposed to be there neither in
Hell
2020.
no. See, so it's really a
Ah,
toss up.
this
I
is a
that,
toss up.
that's a good one though. That's probably the one I really have to sit down and really go through. But other than that, you got the Bird Magic rivalry.
What
Can't
I think
beat
I'll
that.
do bit tomorrow or the following day, when we link up again, I'm gonna try to have a graphic of all the Lakers title runs
Yes, sir.
so we can actually see what it looked like for that postseason, and might be easier to compare that way.
2K Blacktop, man. Oh man,
Y'all
I
so
just don't like
disrespectful,
this.
yo.
I don't like the disrespect. Basketball, you don't need fans. All you need is team people in the basketball. So what's the issue? You still
And then
had
my
people
thing
at the
is,
games.
if anybody else would have won that title, how would we have been carrying it right now?
They would have
Is it
been
only
dick
because of
riding.
LeBron and the Lakers?
Literally. If Kawhi and them would have somehow won that ring, oh, we would have never heard the last of it. I promise you. If anybody else would have won that ring, they would have been like, oh, they went to the bubble and played through adversity. But then when LeBron say, yeah, shit wasn't all cake and gravy. Like, oh, LeBron, shut the fuck up. Yeah, y'all in the Florida in the hotels, y'all smoking weed. Like, bro, we don't get to
That's a
see your
fact.
family. None of that shit. That shit affects some people. You see how Paul George played. He couldn't see his family. He was out there hitting the side of the backboard.
The Spurs. Yeah, this is a nice. I like that question. Shout out to my boy 2G. That was an interesting one. We're going to do some more homework on that one. Shout out to my boy Bit for joining me. Big up again to the Drip Show for coming through with the exclusive. Man,
Yeah, that shit hard. Especially after the one just got the other day. Come on, man.
bro, they mad, bro. They about to be so mad. We are
Come
in
on.
full effect, bro. It's not a game. It's not a game. But shout out to my boy Drip Show. I'm gonna make sure that I get this out there. And Bit, as always, bro, I appreciate you coming through and kicking it with me on the last minute. Um, and I'll keep you in the loop because you know I like to go live randomly every day. But I want to continue this conversation with JJ Redick for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, people, y'all stay safe. I just wanted to come through with the unboxing and also talk a little bit about Coach JJ Redick. What do y'all think at the end of the day? about the lineup optimization for Coach Redick? Is that one thing that y'all feel like as well he need to be highlighting and focused on, being able to adjust and figuring out the personnel of these Lakers, as we are now less than 30 days away from opening night? It's going to be a movie. Y'all know we streaming all the Laker games here in the playback room. So make sure that y'all join our playback room for free VIP access. Shout out to my boy Legendary 2G. Big up to everybody else in the live chat. Y'all stay safe. I see y'all live tomorrow here on Lakers Land. I am out. Peace, everybody.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Lakers Land podcast with Seven Mitchell. If you rocked with the show, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a review wherever you're listening. Join the conversation on social at Lakers Land Show and tap in for daily takes, polls, and more. Until next time, stay loyal, stay loud, and always stay Lakered up.